back with another video. Basically what we're going to be doing today is chest, like I explained in the last video. We're going to be training it, hitting it hard. We're going to teach you how to build some greatness. I'm actually now going to pass you over to Jack, which is my cameraman for the day, who's going to be filming me training. Sorry if you can't hear me. But basically the main thing that I would say is the most important thing is to stretch. I have already stretched and I've already made sure I'm going to be warmed up, which is my first warm-up set today. So obviously you do 3 sets of warm-up, normally in a chest press, just to get the blood into the muscle. But make sure it's ready for the actually being attacked during the chest day. So I'm now going to pass you on to Jack. So with the warm-up set, you want to do 3 sets of 15 reps. What you want to do is make sure you keep your chest out, shoulders back, chest out, back arch. Keep the pump. You want to do about 15 reps. We're doing 3 sets of 15 reps just to get it going. And that is our warm-up for today. When I'm doing it. Let's go. Alright, so our second exercise is cable flies. That worked. Trying to act all smooth. But our second exercise is cable flies. It's still a warm-up set, so you're going to want to be doing rep range of about 12 to 15 reps. Keeping it high and keeping it intense. You want, like I said, the key factor, what you want to do with chest day, is to keep your chest out at all times in your back arch. That way you know that you're definitely hitting the chest and isolating the chest and not using too much of your shoulder, your front delts. So that's what I would obviously encourage. Me and Jack were actually talking at the beginning of the video, but actually before the video started, actually the music's really loud. Before the video started, we started talking about changing my intro, and I was like, there's so many different intros I could do, but I think I'm just going to stick with so. It's basically up to you guys. Obviously, like I said, 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps. So what am I doing here is basically I'm doing bench press 3 sets. This is actually my second set. I did record the first set, but for some reason it didn't go through properly. But what we're doing is we're doing a rep range of about 10 reps, and then we're doing supersets with over the heads on decline. What we're trying to do is keep the weight moderate, so we're not going too heavy. But that's pretty much what we're doing for this exercise. What you do is you get a good squeeze contraction within the muscle, and I feel like it does actually really work nicely. So obviously this is the exercise that we're doing. This is the decline over the heads. That's what I'm doing at the moment. It's a good camera angle from me. So that's basically, it's a really good exercise. I feel like it's really working. Here on the actual audio, there was me actually talking, but you can't hear a word that I'm saying for some reason in the gym. I think my camera's not working very well, so I'm gonna have to sort that out in the future. But what I'm doing here is I'm joking about some CrossFit gains and stuff like that. There's me just messing around, you know, trying to do a bit of ego lifting. This isn't my heaviest set that I've ever done in my life. This is just, you know, a moderate weight press. But obviously what I'm talking about is the difference between what I would say a normal bench press and a CrossFit bench press, which I was just joking around with. Obviously I'm just taking the piss a bit there, but here I go for my set. I don't do as many reps as I'd like to because I was feeling very weak today. I only do about 5 reps, so but hopefully that can change. If there's one thing I can tell you guys about lifting and stuff, is always to make sure you drink enough water. Water is important because it stops you from feeling fatigued and tired, and obviously keeps you energized. You'll notice it. You'll start getting a better pump if you're drinking more water. The only reason you're not getting a pump is because you're either not eating enough, not drinking enough, or not sleeping enough, or not training hard enough. So make sure you top up on the water, keep it about 3 or 4 liters a day. Just keep yourself hydrated and you'll feel a lot better within your workouts. Bro, when I was younger, right, this song, no word of a lie, my mum actually had to rip me away from the TV because I used to literally just watch this song, the video to this song, bro. And I used to put a cushion over my lap when I was 7, mate. Literally, this video is the best video of my life, man. And it's amazing, bro. It's amazing. Cool. Bro, literally now I'm playing childhood memory songs. I used to listen to this all the time, man. Baby, Quick advice, it's up to you how you hold the pads. I prefer to hold the pads a bit more like this because obviously it gives a bit more of a squeeze in the inner neck. Some people just hold it like this. It's completely up to yourself. Do different variations and see what works for you. So this machine is completely different to the rest. It's actually said it's for just triceps on its own, but it's actually for both. If you put your bum all the way back and chest up, that's getting the chest. You can see I'm actually hitting my chest. It's actually hitting my chest. You can see it's contracting. If I was wearing a vest, but if you put your bum all the way forward, shoulders back, elbows behind you, you're actually just hitting your triceps. And obviously, because we train triceps at the end of chest, that's what we want to hit. We don't want to hit too much chest, so you don't want to fatigue our chest muscle.
Ready?
Take your bum all the way back. All the way back. As you can see, obviously, because he's leaning forward, he's actually isolating his chest muscle. Actually, well, that's the tricep, more triceps. But if he puts his bum more into the seat, go back, you can see more of his chest being actually used in the motion, like around here, around the inner top. But now, it's going back straight to the tricep. Oh yeah. Right, so at the end of every session, me and Jack normally hit some abs. So obviously on chest day, it's normally chest, triceps and abs. We started to hit abs really hard recently, and we are seeing an increased amount of definition. As you can see, Jack's now training abs, or is he just laying on the floor? I'm actually really debating on whether to put some audio over the top of this, because they're playing so many bangers today, but I will be doing that. But I have a few questions I'm going to ask Jack in a bit, so we're going to ask Jack questions. But obviously what I'm doing is one more set of abs, and then we are hitting the showers, and then we're finished. But I'm getting quite a few dirty looks, so I'll catch you in a minute. Guys, I have to keep asking him if he's filming, because I keep saying guys randomly and I'm not talking to anyone. But this is how you train abs like a genius. It's like, but there you go, that's how you train abs, that's how we do it. And we're done now. Jack's now laying on the floor. I just caught Jack doing some CrossFit. He doesn't actually like to admit it that he's doing CrossFit, but he does some CrossFit. Have you been doing CrossFit, Jack?
I don't do a lot of it, I just...
What he's saying is, we're actually all giving up bodybuilding, we're doing CrossFit forever. Because bodybuilding is old school now. Who wants to compete? Everyone just wants to lift heavy weight and get injured. Let's do some CrossFit. This is what happens when you don't have a protein shaker. Only thing I could find that was airtight enough is about £3 from Aldi. So my protein, if you're watching, hook me up and give me a protein shaker. My mum just keeps chucking them out. Right, so guys, is that filming? That is filming. Right, so guys, you watched us work out. That's kind of how we hit chest on a Saturday. Like I said, we do hit chest on a Saturday, because normally on a Monday it's kind of like really busy anyway. So what we do is we hit chest on a Saturday, because then no one's really using the chest equipment. So that's kind of how we hit chest. We do have fun, we do mess around as well, but we do get down to the work, and we do work hard to make the gains that we need to make. So obviously, if you have any questions about how we actually do the certain exercise, how you work the exercise, how you do proper form, because proper form is correct. Like Arnie used to say, you could go in there and do one exercise with good form and come out with just that one exercise and do better than someone that just goes into the gym and lifts weights for about an hour. So obviously correct form is key. If you want to talk to us about that, that's completely fine. There was one question that I was repetitively asked, because obviously I did talk about me being on mass gain and how it did work really well with my body, and obviously I did suggest it towards Jack, but Jack was asked how mass gainer works for him and whether or not it reacted well with his body. So obviously he's gonna now give that answer.
Alright, so guys, the mass gainer is definitely worth a buy if you're the same body type as me, which is an ectomorph. It's hard to put on weight and stuff like that. It just majorly speeds up your gains a little bit, but don't expect anything just overnight, because if you expect stuff overnight, you're just gonna be majorly disappointed. But what you got to do is just keep taking like 3 a day. They expect you to take like 2 a day, but I take 3 because I just find it works better. Just simply because you've got more carbs in your diet, and it just boosts everything up. But yeah, you'll feel it more in your waist, but also at the same time you'll see slightly more muscle. Like muscles will get bigger. Like my triceps recently, I felt a lot bigger on the back, like mainly here, and I used to always have my elbows stick out, and it's just got a lot thicker.
You feel more fuller, don't you?
I just feel more full all the time. But yeah, always leave time for it to, like, after food to digest, because if you have too much, you just feel like throwing up, like literally. So, you know, definitely worth a buy if you're like the same type as me or a mesomorph. But if you're endomorph, like, you'd have to cut your intake like Tom, because obviously he'd only take 2 because he's prone to getting more
Fat,
mass
yeah.
on in a shorter amount of time than an ectomorph and a mesomorph.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Obviously, mass gain in our field is actually really useful, especially if you're coming to the end of your day and you're not fulfilled your macros. You know what I mean? So if you've got a lot of carbs left over at the end of the day, it's easy just to bang and a shake, and obviously you're getting the extra protein as well. Like mass gainer, you know, worked for both of us. You know, you feel more fuller, your muscles feel more round and full. But obviously, like Jack said, you know, don't expect results overnight, because it's not going to happen. You know, everything takes time, everything takes the work and the effort that you put in it. It's not going to get you big straight over that. If you don't work out, it's just going to get you fat at the end of the day. So definitely worth a buy. But for my protein mass gainer, that's definitely worth a buy. It's not actually more like loads more expensive than actual normal
if
weigh-in
anything,
back.
I'd say it was cheaper. I think they did actually. It was cheaper last time, because obviously you look at discount codes and shit like that.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Just look for discount codes. You'll be good.
Definitely with that, obviously my protein is probably the key place to get mass gainer from. But if you're gonna say you like, obviously my protein's not available around yours, I'd definitely say think about making your own, like adding extra oats to your shakes, things like that. But the mass gainer from my protein definitely works, and it is cheap as well, so obviously that's definitely worth a buy. So obviously thank you obviously for so much support. Obviously Jack is normally the person I train with, so you'll see him in a lot of training videos as well. So you'll probably be seeing a lot more of Jack, and if there's any more questions that you want to ask him, obviously you can speak to him as well, because obviously he's more of a beginner than I am, and I'm kind of like the training guru, if you know what I mean. I'm like, what's that little Chinese guy's name, that guy that flipping like does all them, oh, what's that, like it's like a Chucky Chan kind of thing. What is his name?
Chucky Chan.
Chucky Chan, what am I talking about? I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just so hungry. Like literally, Chucky Chan, is that the guy's name? Yeah.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan, that's the one. What the fuck am I saying? So anyway, like Jackie Chan, there's like his trainer, and he's like, I will train you. Like, have you seen Megamind?
Yeah.
Do you know in that there's
Bro,
like,
you're talking too much for this video.
yeah, but this is yeah, I do ramble on a bit, but do you know like Megamind, there's that little guy that teaches the hero, kind of like that. That's why I am to you.
Yeah,
I'm not, you're a little guru. Anyway, thank you for watching, thank you for all the support.
Pret, by the way.
Yeah,
and that's a super healthy food, so
Pret is definitely advisable, you know, high proteins, and it's really good and healthy for you as well, and it just feels, you feel better and cleaner. But anyway, thank you for all the support, thank you for everything. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time with another video. See you later.